What I'm sorry, Nick. Let me just address this one thing. I just wanted to say that to build to what I wanted to tell Keisha directly. For Keisha, is if you leave the app, it's because you want to leave. It's not because somebody pushed you to leave. See, nobody can push our buttons. Only we react to what others do. Like I was just explaining to Nick. It's not your job to they can hate all they want. It's okay. That's their job. That's okay. That's their right because it's an experience. We're just here experiencing. So Keisha, if you want that experience, then you'll go towards it and it'll come back towards you. But if you choose not to have that experience, you just ignore it. It goes away. It goes away. You only focus on the ones that show you love, and that it increases. It's a sine wave. It's a sine wave. We all got good and bad days. You think because I'm heterosexual that I don't get bashed or beat up on, or people don't like you at work because you're better than them at work than they were at the same time or in a short amount of time? You're gonna get bashed no matter what you do. But guess what? If you stop experiencing, then you're dead. You're gonna let somebody kill your experience, your life? No way. No way. No way. I'm sorry. No.
Right.
I may not understand it, but I'll have a conversation about it. I won't bash you ever though. Ever. Because I know the inside is creation. The same amount of chromosomes that made you made me. I don't have an extra chromosome. You know what I'm saying? So why give it energy? The only thing that grows is the thing that you give energy to, that you feed.
That's true. I agree. I really do agree.
Now I have to ask you one question though, to both of you. Are you gay or are you transgendered so that you can be accepted? Because I spoke to my son about it, who's gay, and at first when he was younger, he always told me that he would like girls, and girls would not like him, not in that way. They would always look at him like, no, you're better as our friend, you're cool. But he wanted a girlfriend, he liked girls, but they didn't like him like that. So he realized, okay, and he realized it wasn't that. It was really because they were telling him something he didn't really want to come to know about his own self. That dude, you're gay. So he realized, yeah, let's try that. And he said he was, he loved his boyfriends, whatever. I've never met any of them because I just haven't got to that point. I can't. I guess one day. He's 21 and I'm learning, And I'm also guilty. I've never bashed, but I'm guilty of not understanding, if that makes sense. And yeah, so he and I are at that stage where I guess he's mad at me because I won't accept him 100 totally percent, be in his gay life, meet his boyfriends and all that. And it takes time, I guess. I don't know.
She sent a message to you.
Okay.
Well, I became a transgender female when I was 16 years old. I always knew that I was a woman. I didn't feel like no guy at all. So, yeah, I had some tough times in school and I had people judging me, but like I said, I don't let people get to me. I just move on and say the heck with them. That's how it is to it. And since I've been on this site, I have met some sweet people, and then I have met some people that they're too judgmental. And I'm like, well, you don't like me, big deal, it's all good. They're like, why are you a transgender female? Try to explain to them, and then they just, they swipe on you. So I'm like, okay, whatever, go ahead and swipe, I don't care, it's all good.
Yeah, Keisha, yeah, that's sad. But it's I'm glad that you were adult enough to realize that. Like, we're all here to have experiences. You don't understand, and nobody knows why you chose those shoes. In my belief system, I believe that we chose the shoes before we come and incarnate in this world. You knew exactly the role. You were told, you was given the script. You were given the Keisha Jones script, and you were like, "Oh my God, I love it. That's me. That's me.
Mm-hmm.
I want it." Yeah, but they're gonna hate you. They're gonna bash on you. They're gonna do this. They're gonna do that. Some may even try to hurt you. You're like, "Give it to me. I still want those shoes."
Yes.
So don't be mad now. We chose this now. Don't start saying, "Oh, yeah." Go ahead.
I'm gonna play the message.
To hear from you, Keisha, and hey Nick, and hey Keen. I'm just passing by. That you're all sharing stories, and I'm just swiping between rooms. But I was able to hear the last 2-3 minutes you guys were talking about. Hope it all works out for everybody. And yeah, just sending good vibes. Take care, everybody.
Yeah, he's right. I mean, the world needs more love. We got enough hate. There's enough hate.
You know why I think? Do you think I know why a lot of people are hating everybody this year? Is because of the whole COVID thing. I feel like nobody doesn't like it. Nobody's getting along with anybody and things like that. Don't you think so? Don't you think that's why, or do you think everybody just hates us
true,
because it's different?
This is true, but in my belief, and I like to say belief. Why? Because the word L-I-E is in the middle of the word believe. So it's always somewhat of a lie. It's a hint of a lie that we've all been told. We've all been told lies. That's why I say believe. And what I believe is we have to stop worrying about the outside stuff. Yes, COVID came and it made people hate more, but it also put a lot of money in a lot of people's pockets who didn't have it. COVID came, and those are all false identities of what's real. Here, give them more money, but separate. Don't talk to each other. Cover your mouths. Cover your face. Don't get near each other, but take some more of this dirty money. I mean, I love it. I'll take as much as they're going to give. But the point of the matter is, the COVID thing was a blessing in disguise because it gave everybody a chance to love yourself. If you hadn't done it already, 2020 was giving you a chance to love yourself first. Nobody's going to love you if you don't love yourself. Nobody.
Right.
Because you can't give love that you don't have experience of it yourself. You can't be forgiven if you haven't forgiven others.
Yep.
It's a reciprocal. It's a give and take. You're not going to just get people to love you just because you're gay. You're not going to get people to love you just because you're gay. Oh, he's gay, so let's all just love him because he's gay. No. What did he do to deserve my love? I'm not going to love you just because you're transgender. No. What did you do to deserve this love? Do you love yourself? Show me. Then people will love you. Show them you love yourself. I'm not looking for validation from you, bro. You're just one of my experiences. That is all. You're another. I'm a version of you. You're the gay version of me in one form of one lifetime, in one entity and a dimension of myself that I wish I could have been more free about that part of myself. Probably. This is what it is. We're all experiences of each other in another world, in another different time and space. It's just God looking at itself all over again in many different forms.
Right. And nobody has to judge for anybody. Like, it says it in the Bible. I mean, like you even said, the Bible's all lies. I mean, some parts of the Bible's lies too, but like what you're saying is people don't respect the gay community. Why? Because they think it's weird. Like, what's wrong with a guy dating a guy and a girl dating a girl? There's absolutely nothing wrong with that.
That's nothing wrong with that. But you know what I think personally, I think what's wrong with it is, and it's just a broad term, is the fact that because I'm heterosexual, I don't go around saying, yeah, I love women. Yo, you know I like women, right? I like women. It doesn't have to be an announcement. It doesn't. Who you love is who you love. And when that person needs to know that you love them, you tell them. Simple. But do I have to tell the world that I love this man? Sure. When I proclaim that I want to marry somebody, then you know I love them. Because the world knows now. Or when I'm in public with them, of course you know I love them. But that's not for you. This is something that I need to experience in this lifetime. So, okay, you should not go with love your whole life because everybody else is heterosexual. So maybe next life, maybe this life ain't for me. I shouldn't get love in this life because I'm gay. No. What, which, what book says that? What rules? What divine law says that?
Right. There is
Love who
no.
you want to love. Now,
Right.
as far as procreation and all of that, and science and DNA and all of you, that's a whole nother story. But are we talking about love or are we talking about science? Now, you know what I'm saying? So of course I can argue all points. But if the world is to procreate, sure, you're gonna need to mix. It's gonna have to be some heterosexuals out here. Now, if we wanted to talk about just a world full of love, it doesn't matter who you love. It doesn't matter.
No.
Here's the message.
I know I love myself. I love myself every day. So, yeah, I love myself. Look in the mirror and I say, yeah, I love myself. I love myself. That's how it is. You gotta love yourself. Because, like you said, you don't love yourself, then, that's how it's gonna be, like I am a teacher. I teach band and chorus, high school band and chorus, and I have people that are gay in my band and chorus, and I got autism kids and special ed, and we're all a big family. It don't matter what color you are. You could be any color, any gender. We're all a big family. So, yeah, there's going to be some people that is going to judge you, and there's going to be some people that is going to, stand by your side. But the best thing to do is hang with positive people.
Yes,
I agree.
She's. I agree with everything. Keisha and I is like I said, I podcast with Keisha a lot, and we talk about negative people. We come in here. We had a 5-hour podcast a couple weeks ago, and we had about 37 to 40 comments about negativity on the same exact topic of what we're talking about. Why do people judge the LGBTQ community and things like that? Go ahead.
And I see that as a positive. And you know how? You can go back to all of those notes, and then you take notes, and then you write a blog, or you write a story, and you publish it, and you get your benefits out of it.
Right.
You teach other people what hate really looks like, and then you go from point to point to point, and you go through them, each point, and you debunk them, each point by point by point, and you will show, no matter what kind of hate you give to me, love is always beat it.
That's true. But like I said, it doesn't make me any different, even though I wear diapers for need. Like I said, I need them for need. You know what I mean? I'm disabled. I'm incontinent. At least I can walk and talk. At least I work and live my life how I want. You know what I'm saying? My parents respect it. My parents didn't like the fact that I was seeing. Yeah, my parents didn't like the fact that I was seeing that I was gay at the first time. But you know what? After about 6 months, they agreed to it, and now they accept me for who I am. And I've been dating for 7 years now. So we've, that's all that matters, right? Like you said.
So was that the longest relationship you had so far?
Yes.
So then that's all that matters, man.
And I was just like your son too. Like you said, I had a girl, and this girl never liked me for my interested. The girl found out I wore diapers, and she was like, "Oh man, I can't handle that." And I told her why I had to wear diapers, and she was like, "Oh well, then that's just disgusting because you just you shit and piss yourself." Well, yeah, who cares? You know what I mean? And so I found a boyfriend, and he respects it. You know what I mean? And we're both incontinent, we both wear diapers, and we still love each other, and that's all that matters, like you said.
You see? And you don't think that that's a beautiful story in itself? Hollywood would pay you $1 million for that story?
How?
Just write it. Just like you said it. Tell your story.
Yeah.
Write a 5-page book, 10-page book. Just tell your story, man. Get it out because it's inside. It's hurting you. Get it out in the open.
True.
Let these people hate. Because guess what it does? it does. It releases. It releases things inside you that is gonna just bottle up, and it can destroy you. If you release it, it can't harm you.
And that's why I do podcasts like this too. Say, why do people hate? Blah 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 blah. You know what I mean?
But don't put podcasts like that. Don't make those your titles.
Right.
Put positive titles. You're inviting the hate. It's called the law of attraction. As soon as you put the word, that's what's gonna come. Put why do people love and see who shows up. I'm just saying, try it.
Yeah. So tomorrow,
try the exact opposite.
So tomorrow,
try the exact opposite. You're gonna see all love show up, not hate. I promise you.
Right. Even if I write the word respect in there too, or no?
Respect means to look again. Spec is the word spec, to see. So to respect is to see again. So they're going to see you again and be like, oh, that's the same gay guy.
Right.
You don't have to put the word respect because you want them to see you for the first time who you are, not the second time. It's about spec, not respect. Look at me for who I am now. Right here, right now.
Right.
Forget yesterday. Yesterday don't exist anymore. Tomorrow don't exist. Some days is over.
Right. I totally understand.
Tomorrow, when you wake up tomorrow, you're gonna be like, why do fools fall in love? Why? And you're just a fool who fell in love, that's all. And you're gonna be mad at this fool because I fell in love? Kiss my grits.
Right. And you know what I tell people too? Like I always tell people on here too that like if you don't like people that are commenting or if you don't like the topics that people are saying on stereo, just swipe. That's all you got to do is just swipe and find somebody that's that.
Because what did I just say? I just explained to you that it's everybody's job to fight their inner demons, and you are helping them. You are helping them fight one of their demons. That is all. And they really want to say thank you, but they don't know how. So they shoot the hate at you. But all you got to do is know that your job is to pull demons out of people. And that's a gift.